Kia ora, New Zealand. I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good weekend. It's certainly been a bit of a cold one with the snowy change moving through. Thank you so much for all the photos. We're going to show you a couple of them, but the main focus at the moment is on the temperatures and the snow that is still moving northwards. It's affecting the North Island for the most part, and today's wind map is the misery index again. So everywhere that's highlighted in blue, and this is lunchtime Monday, everywhere highlighted in blue has a wind chill of around 0 or below, which means it is a pretty cold day right across most of the country. Very north of New Zealand, sort of the mildest area, some places might make double digits as the daytime high, but it's going to feel like it's in the single digits everywhere around the country. But we've got a change coming. There's a big high in the Tasman, and warmer weather is on the way as early as Tuesday. And in fact, Wednesday gets warmer still, so it is very short-lived. This is the lunchtime road weather map. Now this shows the areas in yellow where gale force winds could be impacting roads, obviously also anyone who lives in those areas. And then the grey shading along here, those are snow showers impacting the Desert Road, State Highway 1, and also State Highway 5, the Napier-Taupo Highway, and other highways around Central Plateau, also impacted by snow at the moment. Windy weather also around Whangarei, and just off the screen, some parts of Auckland might be a bit windy as well, as that southerly starts to come on through. So as I say, we've got photos on our website, great one here, 20 new photos we've just put up this morning, showing photos across the country, and we had 25 up yesterday. I love that one. Everyone likes a glazed donut, and this one's got like what looks like frosting sugar on it, but it's obviously snow. Cool photo coming out of Springfield, Canterbury. So let's get into the forecast. Lunchtime today shows windy weather coming through Cook Strait. That's what we just saw, and along the eastern side of the North Island. The eastern side of the North Island, the area that is most exposed to potentially damaging gusts. Places like Mahia Peninsula could get gusts over 120 kilometres an hour as that southerly works its way northwards across Monday. Monday's temperatures, daytime highs, they are below average right across the country. It's leaning about normal for the west coast, but everybody else is definitely down, and that's because, by the way, that side is because the Southern Alps are protecting them from that southerly flow. Stewart Island and perhaps a few coastal areas down around Otago are pretty much normal, but really you can see much of the country is below average. But look, this is tomorrow, Tuesday. What a difference. In fact, some parts of the South Island are going to be a few degrees above normal as we get that new westerly airflow out of Australia. Westerlies are pretty much dominating. We've been talking about this earlier spring weather pattern. It's not hard to sort of feel it. Well, it is hard, I should say, at the moment to maybe understand that, but overall, we're seeing a lot of westerlies coming through at the moment. That's why the temperatures have been above average for the most part. But as we go into Tuesday, temperatures do warm back up after that colder day today. So it's short-lived. That's the good news. So this is how we look on Tuesday. High pressure out in the Tasman, milder winds coming out of Australia. They'll take time to move through. Tomorrow's not going to be a tropical warm day, but it will be warmer by several degrees in a number of regions. So you will start to feel that warming up effect, and the eastern side of the country, conditions start to dry out for you. By Wednesday, even warmer, northwesterly straight out of Australia, straight into the South Island. That's it. That's the end of the cold change. And now we're back to how we were last week, fairly mild in some areas. We've got southwesterlies blowing through around the top of the country, and it's still a bit cold in the east. It's usually the last place to sort of see the end of these southerlies. By the way, speaking of eastern areas, it didn't snow much in Christchurch. A couple of snow flurries today though. However, you know, yesterday, Sunday, it was around about 3 degrees, just over 3, and raining. If it had been 1 degree colder in Christchurch, it would have been whiteout weather as we went through Sunday. So that shows you how close, how marginal this event was for places like Christchurch. But as we get through the week, it does warm up. Wednesday, no sign of snow around. Let's go through to Thursday. Rain comes into the west coast now. There is a cold front moving in. The rain is going to accumulate on the west coast with some very heavy falls coming through. High pressure to the north of New Zealand actually guides those nor'westers coming through. So Thursday, warmer still, several degrees above average across many parts of New Zealand, but especially the North Island. On Friday, that cold front moves into the north. A small area of low pressure just keeps it a bit more energized. And behind it, that blue line returns. So the temperatures drop again by Friday, nothing as major as we've just seen. Rainfall is going to be heavy over Thursday, Friday, especially on the west coast, where up to 100 millimetres is possible, maybe even a bit more than that. But it's fairly dry in many other areas, eastern areas. Rain accumulation is pretty low, and even in these areas to the west, you're only talking about 10 to 15 millimetres over 2 days. So that's just showers for the most part, or a brief period of rain. And as we go into the weekend, Saturday, this is perhaps a bit more of a bigger cold change coming back in again. Again, it's not an Antarctic blast. Neither was this one. If we'd had an Antarctic blast, we would have seen very heavy snow in Christchurch, and we would have seen a bit more snow in the Wellington area. But on Saturday, another surge of cold weather, rain on the west coast, windy nor'westers ahead of it. I mean, this is more like spring than winter. I know it's hard to understand that sometimes when it's snowing to sea level, but spring's all about cold changes and warm changes, and that's what we're seeing at the moment. It's up and down and driven by a lot of westerlies. And by the way, I'm talking about the weather. I mean, the astronomical date for the season ending, for winter ending, isn't till the end of September. That's based on the Earth's rotation around the sun. So we can't change that. But the weather, that is something that we do notice. And at the moment, while it feels like winter today, warmer weather comes back, but then by Saturday, it's a bit more up and down again, another cold shot of air coming back into New Zealand. That is all from me. Thank you to everyone for all the photos and the video updates and the weather updates. Please do keep them coming across Monday. They're really appreciated. Have a great day. We'll see you again on Tuesday.